What is going on, everyone? Thanks for showing up. Hopefully you are having fun. I am still tired. I took a quick hour nap and took a shower again. And I tell you what, hanging out in that hot sun will definitely suck the life right out of you. So right now I am working on, you can see all these cases here. This is for the Patreon people. Still working on that, so when you see me writing and doing stuff, getting my acceptance speech ready, DW says, here is the container for one of the entries, and I'm working on the other one, so hopefully everybody out there is having fun, and I'm going to try to multitask and see what you guys are up to. So appreciate everybody showing up. I got a few names to do left, and then we will get rocking and rolling. It'll give people time to show up, and some of these names on the thing are pretty darn long, so I gotta try to write all that on the case, which kind of is a pain in the ass, but it's worth it. So it's definitely been a tough day. Ray drove all the way there and all the way back, which was really cool of him. Appreciate that a lot. I cannot read the comments right now because I am looking at a different page, and then we can get going here. So how this will work is fit a few minutes, make sure everybody shows up so they have a chance. While you guys are bored and waiting, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It's always fun. I don't know if it's really fun, but it's something you guys can do while I'm doing this dang thing. So 4, 5, 6. So how I did the Patreon was, depending on how many months and at what tier level you're at, I'm giving you credit. So if you're at the $2 level and you were in for 4 months, you're going to get one entry for each month. And if you were a 5, then you get 2 entries for each month. And if you're a 10, you got 3 entries for each month. So I got to, I'm almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 2 more of these to do. Right now I'm doing lead mining. 44. And that's always fun to have to write on every case. Let's see, that's 4. I need one more of those. Had a great time in Florida. I learned a lot. Now, I didn't go there with the expectations of doing well. I went there with the expectations of having fun. And I accomplished that. And my camera's all sideways. What the hell? Let's see, Levi. Okay, so let me go back to here. Right now I'm working on Levi. I don't want to say their last name because I'm not sure. El Gato Grande, what's going on? Jackson. DW Daniel got as my judge. Talking Rock. Ramsey Country. And many others that shit, which name was I supposed to do? See, I can't multitask very well. Oh, Levi. Okay. Levi. And 4 entries. Levi and 4 entries. I'm just going to put Levi 1, Levi 2. But it was incredibly hot out there. Luckily, the guys brought some fans. That definitely helped. My carts really sucked. I'm surprised I made it through the second day because basically that plastic tire had split in half and then was buckling in. Because I had a massive amount of ammo in that thing, and it was not happy. All right, so Mark, M-A-R-C, gets 4 entries. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Richard is 1. Had a chance to meet Richard down there. I'm writing his name. That's why I said that. Got a chance to meet quite a few of you guys down there, and that was really cool. Maybe you saw the video before or not. I'm not sure, but I came back from the stage after shooting, and there was this guy had showed up right here. So we've been having a lot of fun with Elmo and doing little videos and stuff. It's kind of cool. All right, I got 1, 2, 3 more to do. So 10, 4, that'd be 3, 12 of those. Tim D. I'm just going to put Tim D. Try to make this short. 1, 2, Tim Davis went out there, hung out with us for 2 days. It was really cool to see Tim as well. Let's see, Tim and 3 times 4, 12. Tim D. Tim D. So hopefully you guys, I wish you good luck. Hopefully you win. Obviously I can't make all you win, but I'm getting close to being done here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. I tried to do this beforehand just so I wouldn't be doing this crap, but that didn't work out. And it makes that like tension in the air, like who's gonna win? Who's gonna be the winner? There's 2 winners tonight, just so you guys know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's done. 2 names left. And then we got Timmy. Got Timmy. 1. Timmy. Timmy. 1 more of those, and last is Zebster. Timmy. Okay, so 5, 2, so it'd be 4. I'm just gonna put Zeb 99 because there's not Zeb 99. And there's 2 more. Zeb. All right, we are done with that mess. This is going to be cool. So if you do win, make sure you send me your email or your address on. Just email me at isyoursixcovered@gmail.com and give me some your address so I can send these things out. Hopefully I can send them out tomorrow. So let me get back here and I can finally read the comments. Matt Cross is out there, I see. I got Otters out there. Hitting Steel, California. What's up? Bald and Curious is out there. Bad Billy 429. Rams Country. I'm donating Blow Up Doll of the winner, and you have to blow it up and stab her on a video. Jerry Parker's out there. Eric's out there. Elster's Rifles and Reloading. You're not going to win the king of the live chats, Mr. Todd Elster. All right. Chris Smith's out there. I remember writing that name down and a lot of others. 45 Auto. El Gato Grande is going to win, he says. Let's see. Pistol Pete. All right. We haven't done the giveaway yet. We're going to do it right the hell now. Let me go grab my son, Carcane, Keith Gregory, Matt Cross. Daniel got as my judge. Jared Paca, UW. The other Tim Davis, Yancey Teal, Eric, AR Guns and Gear, Steel Punisher 69. Jackson's out there. Gamekeeper Steve. All right, so I'm going to do the giveaway to the main one first. I got to go grab my son. Actually, maybe I can text him. And then we will get rocking and rolling here. See who wins. Let's get this done in the beginning. That way, if you guys got crap to do, you can get the hell out of here. And if not, we'll have an enjoyable chat. Should be fun. And where the heck is the text at? Here we go. Can you please help me for a sec? All right, let's see if he replies. If he doesn't reply, I'll have to go up and get him. I know what the hell he's doing. He's playing a damn video game. Okay, so just so you guys know, we did all the questions. So the reason why I did it this way is because the people that are in here all the time, like all these names here that have, spent a lot of time and kind of part of the group. And okay, cool. My son's coming down. But anyways, these are all your guys' names in here. Maybe you see your name in here. But these are the ones. These are the ones here we're going to do for the knife. The first knife. Then I'm going to dump all these ones out of here. And then I'm going to add all the Patreon ones. And then we will see who the winner is of that one as well. So I need help. You got to pick a winner for me if you can. That way it's unbiased and I'm not looking and all that kind of stuff. So let's see here. So the winner will be, so basically just out of this case, just pick one of the names. Okay. And then I'll put this up high so you can see it. My son's 18 now. I guess he can be on camera. that was the rule. Sorry if it's loud. All right, close your eyes, buddy. Levi Cummings. Levi Cummings has won the first one. There's more? There's just, yeah. Levi, you out there? I don't remember Levi out there, but here, let me show you guys better so you can. Yeah, there we go. So, Levi Cummings. You are the winner of, is it this one? Still wash. It's right here somewhere. I think it's this one. Yeah, here it is. Let's see what the comments say. The comments are out of control. So Levi, you won that one, buddy. This is the one you won. This is the model number for it. Come on, focus. You can do it. There we go. So that is the one you guys, or Levi had won. Let's show you what it looks like again. It comes in this box. This is how I got it. And remember now, this wasn't brand new. So many times have I said there's a little bit of wear on the pocket knife, but the whole thing looks good. Elgato Grana just called my son and said, "You let me down. You didn't pick the right name." Yep. Chris is out there in the drawing. He didn't win. So that's the knife. It is a sweet. I didn't even know what I was doing until like. Here's the. Seconds ago. Here, I need you to do one more of these, Rylan. Here in a minute. No, he's not in that one. He can't win the next one. All right, so Levi, there you go, buddy. Hold all calls, but you have a winner. Let's see, Levi. I'll give you a Tasco. He can't even get in that one. He's not entered to win that one. He isn't? No, he's not. This is for the Patreon people. Oh, okay. Next time. All right, the bucket is empty, folks. Good. All right, these ones are going in. Yep. No, it is Otter. It was used for a little bit. Basically, I had it in my pocket. I tried it out for a couple, maybe a month or two. It's got a brand new sharp blade on it, and I'm a more of an LUDT person. I like kind of the flippers. This is my everyday carry. This is the one I use, and these were sitting here, and I'm like, what's up, X-Ring? Yeah, he just serviced that. I got one more I need you to service. This will be for this one, actually. All right, so let me turn the volume. Let me mute this so it doesn't. You guys don't drive me crazy. All right, they've been mixed up. Come on over here, buddy. All right, close your eyes. Drum roll, Matt Cross says. Bill G, which I don't want to say his last name because I don't know if it's not his YouTube name, but the Bill G, you have won the UTX 85. This was the one, guys, that we did the video on, the torture test of. And what a great knife. It's that blue color, really bitchin' looking knife. And it held up well to that test, did extremely well. So pretty awesome. For those that didn't win tonight, I'm sorry. But for those that did win, awesome job. So definitely, let me write Bill down as the UTX. Thanks. UTX. So that one is done. So I basically the weird number, right? So 6,765. It was my old school. There's Elmo. What the hell? Elmo's crying. Let's see. Did Rick Day? He's sending a knife to all the pictures. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I honestly could. I am too broke as a joke. I even have to give away used knives because I don't have the money to buy new knives. So maybe when I get back to work, I'll make some money and one day on my next giveaway, give away some brand new knives. But these ones are going to be extremely nice. That one right here, the one I showed you, the other one's in my car. Actually, I was going to bring it over to X-Ring, see if he could service it real quick before I send it out. So. This is an awesome. This is the Ultratech by Microtech, and it is phenomenal. Sharp, super sharp blade still, and Levi's going to enjoy that knife for sure. So I was glad to do it. I was glad to give away 2 knives. I didn't want it just sitting around when someone else could use it, and I thought it'd be a cool giveaway to someone that would want one. So. I want to know if Rick, what's up, Silver Fox? I want a knife for $400. Let's see. Raffle Elmo off. I received this from, his name's Dick. We call him Dick, but it's Richard Hedges. Great guy. And no, this is cool, man. I want to keep this. This is going to be used for things like this. Like, you know, this is my double, my stunt double. Elmo, he drove halfway home today, which is cool. Imposter. I want a sticker from Rick. Got it on my safe. Very cool. That's right. That was a while ago. Bill, yes. What is your email? Is your 6 covered? Here we go. I'll type right here. Is your 6 covered? At gmail.com. So congratulations. Congratulations. Glad you won. You two look alike. Yeah, after all that sun in Florida, we do, Val. Val, you know what? You gave me some awesome text, bud, about just positive, cool stuff. I appreciate that. You know, go out and get them. Go do a good job, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate that, Val, very much. Very, very nice of you. Check, no Elmo is priceless. Check. No, Elmo's. Yes. Yeah, Elmo is priceless. Just pick until I win. Ramsey Country, just pick until I win. Let's see. Well, and I'm going to kind of keep going on that whole thing. So if I do a giveaway, you're always entered. You're always entered to win, and that's one of the cool things about it. Let's see. I want to. You're all class, Rick. Thanks, SBR. Appreciate it. Bill, glad to see you won that. That was pretty dang cool. Let's see. What's doing, Rick? How's the body feeling? The body feeling, man, I tell you what, if I sit for a long time and I get out, like when we'd be driving down the interstate and then we go get fuel or something, when I jump out, it took me a couple minutes for my bones to warm up, man. I was like walking like an old man instead of just an old man. It was, but now I feel pretty good. I mean, I got a nap in. I feel a little better. I was definitely tired on the way home, especially I think Ray was just as tired. We were pretty beat, but trying to run and trying to do all that stuff and pretend you're 14 again, run around like a school kid with shooting guns it's hard work. You're made of money, Rick. TV. What's up, TV? Let's see. Me and you both, Ramsey Country. Let's see. I'm still a loser. Oh, well, at least I'm consistent. Come on, Ramsey Country. That's fine. Hey, Tattoo Dragons out there. What's going on? That was so funny. The first time I had seen the I don't know who it is. I would love to know who Elmo really is. I don't know if they changed their name for this just to have some fun or whatever the case is. What's up, Commando 97? I think about you tonight, Bill, as I cried into my strawberry cheesecake. Thanks, Daniel, for the saying great giveaway. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, these are great knives, high top end, made in the USA, out the front, so pretty damn cool. Gamekeeper Steve, how's it going? It's 2 a.m. here, hitting the hay. Have a good night, Steve. You take care. Mano, what's up, buddy? Oh, man, a lot of you guys showed. Wow, there's 60 people watching. I don't even have much entertainment. I don't know if X-Rings, I could probably see if he's able and willing to talk. I don't have much to say. I think, I don't know. I was glad to give those two knives away, and this doesn't make sense how I'm glad to give it away. But I guess since I got 6,765 subscribers, and actually, if El Gato Grande is out there, he probably even remembers my old school. Let's test him if he's still out there. What was my old house telephone number? Do you remember that? Back in the day when we was kids running around causing ruckus. Do you remember? Let's see. I looked at the Microtech military knives. I may buy one under their discount program. Vanessa, you should. If you have the ability to, buy one from MT authorized dealers listed on the website. Definitely, especially if you're looking at the military, especially if you're retired or active military. Vanessa, you can get a discount code. Yep, Going Ballistic got the number. That is exactly that number. Wait a minute. Nope. No, that wasn't it, buddy. 5543 was the last part. Picked up a hitchhiker today. He was walking the Appalachian Trail. Gave him a lift for 5 miles. He was from your hood. Oh, really? Yeah, that kind of runs right through there, which is pretty crazy. Oh, quick guessing and guessing and guessing. Let's see. Dun, dun. Your friendly neighborhood dealers here. Damn, he says. Jerry Parker. Let's see. 8675309. Yes. All right. Let me see here. Copy clipboard. Let's have a little fun. Let's get a little X-ring on here. We can talk about the Nationals. How much fun and not so fun it was. Dogs are looking at me like, what are you doing in here? I got a complete, utter disaster going on in here. let's see later. The X-Ring channel and link and paste and send. All right, but hold on. This is the damn problem. I was wondering what was going on. I don't have tea with me. Feeling better already. Had to tune up the race car here. Now I'm ready. 1-800, damn it, boy. Oh, I got to show you guys something. So I ordered some shirts. I made some shirts, designed some shirts on that little store, Teespring store. And I was kind of scared because Coda Boy, he had printed out some shirts. He has some shirts online, and he didn't like them. He didn't like the size and stuff. You know, he got a double X or something, and he felt like it was too tight or whatever the case is. My T-shirts showed up today, and they fit. They were the quality of the T-shirt was really nice, and the size was right. So I was pretty excited about that. Maybe if X-Ring jumps on here, he can talk for a couple minutes, and then I can go run up to the bedroom and grab them. I need to buy stock in that tea company. Yes, Don. What's up, Don Curtis? How you doing today? Or tonight, depending on where you're at. You should have got your hair cut before national hair was getting them in your eyes. Actually, X-Ring was rocking that hair, man. I tell you what, it's kind of growing on me. I think he's going to get it cut, though, since after that's because of Commando 97. Come on now. I don't know what the answer is to that. I'm not sure. I've never seen anyone drink so much tea over the course of 2 days. Yeah, Tim Davis was on. He was basically channel 6 News, and he hung out for I think every stage. So it was pretty awesome. And then hotel room and hanging out at the hotel, I should say, and then dinners and stuff. So it was cool, man. We really got to hang out and have some fun. We were working on dry heat. Yeah, man, I tell you what, it was hot, it was humid, it was Florida. I thought it was growing on Ray. Yeah, I did too, man. I think it looks pretty good, especially when he well, unless he's waking up, then it looks like where the hell's my phone at? You guys might have seen that video. My son took. No, he didn't. I was thinking Chris called him on his phone. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Let's see. Let me show you what kind of magic tricks. He showed it on video, so I think it's fair game. This is what Ray looks like when he's been riding a motorcycle with no helmet. No, he got out of the shower, and I don't know what the hell he did, blow dried it or whatever the case is, but I like the hair. Looks good. It was swamp ass heat this weekend. Yes, it was swamp ass heat. I actually used the fan to dry my lower extremities just to kind of dry up a little. Did you show a new shirt? No, I'm going to show a new shirt if X-Ring jumps on here. What's up, Jason Fisher? Appreciate you showing up. Or was it the other? You know what? Some days it was Tim Davis and then the other Tim Davis. And I wasn't sure which one I was talking to, so I'd have to ask him sometimes just to, like, who am I talking to right now? Mr. X-Ring.
What is up? I don't know how good my internet is, but we'll try it.
It's working. Did you take a nap when you got home?
Heck no, man. I've been nonstop busy.
Oh, man, I took a nap. I crashed like a little.
The old man crashed. You didn't even have to drive.
I know. I was tired. I was beat. I will record your what the hell. I will send it. I will send that. Oh, that would be awesome, Jason. You ready? What the hell?
What the hell? That's how you do it.
Here's the almost. What the hell? Finally got my scope today. Can't wait to shoot. Yeah, nice, Levi. Man, you're just rocking. You got that. You won the knife. You're just all over it today. You better buy your ass a lottery ticket. Hey, Ray, do you mind talking to these fine fellows while I go run and grab a couple shirts?
No, I don't mind at all. But real quick, because you had a guy ask twice, and I didn't catch it because the feeds were coming through at a really odd time, and it would just advance real quick. Someone asked about your rifle setup that you used at Nationals. I'm somewhat familiar with it, but you can answer it better.
There's quite a few people that have asked me. It's the barrel that I bought off you, which I don't even remember the name of the company was. So what's that?
That's a company that is no longer in business. It used polygonal rifling, believe it or not, in that rifle barrel. I think that was an 18-inch, wasn't it?
No, it was a 17.
17, yeah.
Yeah.
I know it was a different size or an odd size, but I don't know the lower and all the specifics on that one.
Yeah, it's a Sun Devil lower. It's something you wouldn't even want. If you were going to build a 3-gun rifle, you wouldn't want to buy this. It's basically a SIG, a carbon back stock, a Geisley, I don't know the model, but it's the handguard. I got a Geisley trigger in it. I'm running right now it's running the aim point. Usually it has this Vortex Strike Eagle on here. That's usually what I run, but I didn't run a tactical division.
No, you were using a Trigicon MRO.
The aim point MRO, yeah.
No.
What did I use? What'd you say? Oh, the Trigicon. Yeah, Trigicon. The what else is even on that damn thing? A bad lever that I got to take off of there.
So for you guys,
geez, yeah, here, have fun with that while I go get a shirt.
Okay, so for you guys that were in the chat the other night, I don't know if you guys had followed the chat where I said, if I was working with a class or something, these guys had all these extra things like bad levers and magazine holders and all this other stuff. Unless you train with that daily, or at least get very, very proficient with it, take all that extra stuff off. It's not needed. It's not necessary. It's going to cause you more problems. Well, that reared its ugly head with Rick at Nationals. He kept hitting the bad lever. I told him, I said, look, I told you it was going to go wrong when it could, and sure enough did. I actually did a little montage. I'm not going to post it, of all the magazines that he dropped and everything else that happened. Yeah, Val, that's fine. Like I said, I have nothing against a bad lever, but you need to know how to use it 100%, especially when you're working under stress or a situation like they had. Though I don't know if those guys posted their videos, but they had one called the Keith Garcia stage, and you had to do an unloaded start, and you had to shoot an array and then reload and then shoot a different array. Well, you know what happens? He drops a magazine out, and little things like that where you're moving as quickly as you can. I know that's a magazine release, but you'll close the bolt. You'll do things inadvertently you don't plan on. So just make sure that you're very, very proficient with it. The other thing is I wanted to talk about some other equipment considerations that I had when I shot Nationals with these guys this weekend. I've come to the realization that Trigger Diamond AR is the best trigger I've ever used for precision AR. However, it is not the best trigger for 3-gun competition. My splits are a lot slower with it. It is a 2-stage trigger, and maybe it could be me not being used to it. I've shot it a lot, but it's been mostly slow fire precision shooting. So I show up for Nationals trying to do these splits, and I didn't outrun the trigger. It worked every single time, but it wasn't as quick as what I'm used to with the Hyperfire. So I will be any 3-gun competition. I'm going back to the Hyperfire. Maybe it's just because I'm used to it, but I just wanted to update you guys on that, because I'm all about full disclosure. I even mentioned it to Rick. I was like, man, I love that trigger for precision, but the speed is just not there for me.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know what Ray had said earlier, but most of my issues weren't with the bad lever. It was me hitting the mag release button, I think. Like, the only thing that does is going to bring the bolt forward. So it's I use it when I'm basically trying to show clear to the RO. I think what I'm going to do is cut that end off and just either find a longer one that's easier to hit, or just kind of cut that one off so I just have a little bit more of a throw on it.
Okay, so this is another consideration, guys. For those of you that might not do multi-gun competitions, 3-gun or anything like that, or even 2-gun, Rick, how many times did you run out of ammo in your AR?
Twice.
No. Run out where speed was the thing, not laying on a table trying to do precision rifle shooting, shooting too many rounds.
I didn't run out.
My point is this. We shot 12 stages, and all 12 stages I've never had to do a reload on AR. So the bad lever is not going to save me any time because I'm never in a hurry to close my bolt when I've just seated a new mag on a locked back bolt. Correct, Rick?
Yeah, you
Didn't
know
say
what? The only bonus to it is
locking
like
it back to RO.
yeah, that's it.
And you're gonna run an appendage, a bastardized thing on your bolt release, bolt lock for an RO's sake. No,
Yeah.
it's not worth the effort, guys. So
No, I would
get
say
rid
if you
of
don't have one, don't use one because
yeah,
there's
and you're
no.
putting it in the trigger guard. You're putting it in the trigger area. Look, like I said, I'm not knocking the device. It has its place, but in 3-gun, you want to keep it simple. Since we're on the topic of what you ran, you guys are familiar with the rifle that I ran. I was running the Veltor build that I'd won from the Snipers Unknown. It's a very simple setup. The only thing I did is I just replaced the trigger out, which I regret doing now. And then I also was running a Cobalt Kinetics comp, and I should have just left the SJC Titan on there. It does shoot flatter. It is what it is. The rifle shot great for me. Rick, how many malfunctions do I have with the rifle?
At least
Zero.
12.
Yeah, I had
None.
zero malfunctions with pistol. I had zero malfunctions with shotgun. The key to doing well at a match is making sure your crap runs. First and
Yeah.
foremost, it's got to run.
I
You're
had I had
go ahead.
shotgun issues, if anything.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah,
of
you
it was me.
did have a few,
A lot of it was me. I'm not
but
a.
we had one guy on our squad
Oh
who
God, poor
basically
guy
his shotgun he
was a
had
bolt
to
gun.
rack it like every other shot. And you can't say, well, maybe that's all he could afford. It was an expensive shotgun. Okay, it was an open shotgun. We're not talking about Rob. We're talking about somebody else completely. And it's
Yep.
like, gee, I mean, that thing's kind of known to have problems. Don't I wouldn't show up with that.
DW wants to know why my mags dropped out because I hit the mag release button. And I don't mean that as a smart ass. And I even took off. So here's what, like, if you ever see my old 3-gun videos, I had the extended mag release on it where it drops it back. So it's easy. It's basically, here's the trigger and here's the button to release the mag. I would hit that damn thing all the time. I got rid of that. And I consciously, when I'm grabbing a gun and my finger's not in the trigger, I keep it up against the wall, but I guess I keep it up there too damn tight because I'll knock the mag out. And
Yeah, so that's another thing, guys. I've seen a lot of guys that run, you know, if you're all about color and everything else, they run these extended magazine releases. The thing is, when you're running, these ROs are spot on spotting to make sure that your finger's not in that trigger guard. And just like Rick said, you're going to lay it on the right side of the receiver if you're a right-handed person, and that's exactly where that magazine release is. And unfortunately, you're gonna probably hit that magazine release. Rick says he's done it. I've seen countless guys do it.
shit, I do it.
The
I
other one,
do it quite a
the
bit.
other one I laugh about the most. Now, USPSA didn't allow coupled mags, from what I understood. Okay, so coupled mags look cool. You got 60 rounds on the rifle, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen a guy, his rifle does go to lockback, and he drops the coupled mag with 30 rounds on the ground. And half the time, about 10 of them are going to pop out from the force
Yeah. And they
of drop.
fall fast too because there's a
So
lot of
yeah,
weight
if
in
you
there.
train with it, great. Or you'll have that guy that didn't get the stagger right, and it closes the dust cover, and now he's got malfunctions because the brass can't clear. Look, I'm not picking on people. I'm just saying, be proficient with the equipment. Keep it simple. You can run a good match if you're proficient with your platform. You don't need all the high speed stuff.
Yeah, you know what? It was fun. I wish, thinking back now, I kind of wish I would have trained for this a bit. Because I looked on stage one, which was the long range. You had to shoot out to 600 and something, 25 yards, I think. And doing that with the red dot is just, it's freaking hard. I missed so much. I missed every damn target on the long range for some reason, and I lost a ton of points. So it is what it is. But it was fun. Yeah, you guys were asking about, or we're talking about the shirts. This shirt here, maybe you guys are expert. I don't know, t-shirt people. What, Ray?
I'll be back in a minute. I got to go.
Okay. So this is a next level is the t-shirt. I actually like this feel of this one's really soft. The reason why I bought these is I wanted to make sure that what I was showing making and all that kind of stuff is what they were selling. So it's got that, and then the what the hell in the back. And then you can pick the color of the shirt on the site. This is the shirt that I designed. It's got the actual my Tika on it. So I don't know if you guys can see the Tika. That's the actual Tika though. Actually, that's the flag right there where I took the picture. That was kind of cool. Next level holds up. Bunker branding uses them. Oh, good to know, David Yoho. I like the feel of the shirt. It's super soft. This one is a Hanes shirt. Yeah, Hanes. So if you guys wear Hanes, you kind of know that. But this is the front of it. It says United We Stand. And then in the back, I put I basically took that same picture and I cut it in, like that. And then I put the Pledge of Allegiance on there. And I think a lot of people need to read what the Pledge of Allegiance is and remember what the wording is, because especially nowadays. But I won't get into that kind of politicky stuff. But that's one of the shirts that are on the store. If you like something, whatever, go over there, whatever. When is mine coming? Is your 6 covered? Let's see. Got my shirt. Rick, it's the next level, super soft. Oh, good. You did get it. Love it, man. Thanks. Awesome, Chris. Appreciate it. I will be buying that shirt. Yeah, there's some other ones too, guys. Make sure you look on both sides of the thing. Some of them have this on the front, and some are on the back. It depends. So before you click the button, make sure you go to the right one. So this one is my old Is Your 6 Covered logo, kind of back in the day. More the Punisher style. What the hell's the letters at on that? But I really like the feel of this one. And it is what it is. Like, I wear an extra large. I can pull off a large, but then it shows my belly, like it's wrapped around my belly, and I can't carry my gun. It prints it too much. So I actually wear an extra large, and this is the size that an extra large is, so it worked out pretty good. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to I ordered my son one of these, so he's got the exact same one, so we both got one. But it's pretty cool to see the Tika on there, man. It's got the Atlas bipod on there and all that stuff. Pretty cool. I just need to wash them, or I would have worn them already. I just opened the package today. Comes in a bag like this. Comes in a bag like that. So look in the mail for one like that. I think TV, I have the Skull and Is Your 6 in it. That's right, TV. I remember you had ordered that one. Where'd that comment go? When you say XL, is that boys XL? That's right, Val. I'm boys size. Lean and mean shooting machine that sucks ass and sticks the barrel of the gun into the mud. But I went out there. I had fun. Let's see. Make a shirt with Elmo on it saying, "What the hell? This is my spotter." I can actually do that. Send me one and I'll go to Seattle Chaz Zone and wear it proudly and get beat up. Don't get beat up by those guys. Let's see. You were in prone position. Why did you miss those targets? How far away? The target started off at, that was the long range. That was the only long range, like real long range. That was stage 1. That was our second stage. Actually, that button I was talking about is right here. Not to change the subject, but I just saw it. So that's the extended mag release button. And that thing has given me hell, so I parked it over here. Not using it. I don't know. I ran a double mag, which I don't know what it is right this second. But basically, it's a coupled 20 round mag, not a 30, a 20. And I had built that specifically for that type of shooting off some type of platform. So I have 2 mags holding instead of teetering on 1 mag. And I don't know why I didn't hit anything. I was running 69 Defender ammo, which, you know, shoots great. But I don't know. That whole stage was a complete disaster. I straight off went to load 8 into my shotgun, which I knew wouldn't fit for some reason, but my brain wouldn't. Second day, I shot decent, actually, for myself. Pistol shooting, I felt comfortable with. Rifle, second day, I felt a lot better. But yeah, it was knocking all the cobwebs off from not doing it. We didn't train at all. I mean, when I say all, we quad loaded probably twice, 4 times maybe, and that was pretty much it. I didn't even, besides zeroing in the rifle, that's all the rifle shooting I did.
Yeah, I'll actually say I was proud of Rick. Rick did a really good job with his pistol, no doubt about it. I knew he was going to have some problems with the shotgun because he has not practiced with that M2 at all. And unless that's something that's just automatic in high stress, you're going to forget that little silver button to put one on the lifter before you actually hit the charging handle. So yeah, he did all right.
I did.
I'm happy with my results. Like I said, I think the very first chat we did, I said if I can finish top 10 in limited, I'd be happy. And I don't know if you gave him the rundown, but guys like Jerry Mitchell in the overall, he finished 8th. Okay, 8th overall.
Yeah,
He's usually up there first or second. Keith Garcia was like 15th. So there was a very, very strong field. The Army Marksmanship Unit came out. Joel Turner, Nate, all those guys. They swept the floor.
Their whole team showed.
Yeah, they shot every division. I think they took first and open. That was Turner. Then they took second and third, maybe in tactical, and then you had second and limited. I mean, they cleaned house. They had like 8 guys.
Yeah, no, they did well. I want them to do well. You know, why did Rick miss in prone position?
Yeah, no, those guys do well.
Yeah, maybe you know the answer to this, right?
I don't know. I couldn't figure that out because his shots, you know, you're not allowed to do any coaching whatsoever. But when I was watching, when he was trying to hit out, now look, I knew he was going to have a problem with the dot because Rick is not a dot shooter, okay? And so a dot on an AR, he even asked me right before he went, he goes, how far do I need to hold up at 600 yards on a dot that's 0 to 200? Well, in my mind, I kind of know where it's at generally. If I'm just running a dot, no holdovers or anything, but Rick's not going to know. How do you tell someone like that? I mean, you can't say, all right, it's going to be 32 inches or it's going to be, you know, however many. And it's like, look, just aim way above the target and sling 2 or 3 and go to the next one.
The one guy, the RO that I talked to the next day that ran that course with the dot, he said he was holding in the trees that it reached the 625.
Yeah. Rick's rounds on the 600-yard target, 625 yards, were hitting at around 400 yards out. I was watching them hit.
And I couldn't see them because I'm looking through the dot.
Yeah, and I was actually using a dot that I've never used before that I'm not allowed to talk about because it doesn't exist. And it is a dot that has holes in it all the way out to 600 yards. However, it didn't work that well for me. It worked well as far as function. There was no issues with that. It's just I'm so used to shooting an aim point me seeing a bunch of other stuff in there did distract me a little bit. I'm not blaming it. I'm just saying it just took me a second longer to kind of get my wits about me. What are you doing, Elmo?
They're commenting about Elmo, so I figured I'd show them off.
Yeah. He was laying in the hole you made with your muzzle.
Did you?
Hey, does this thing? If I'm on my phone, I can't screen share, can I?
No. I don't
He's like, no, I don't want you to anyway.
What do you want to show?
Nothing. I was just asking if you can screen share. Just trying to see.
Oh, you talking about the snoring or what?
No, I was just seeing if I could screen share.
I don't know. You can. No, I don't know. You can
No,
try
it won't let me. It won't let me.
Skip it in there. Killing is killing, boy. That's right, 45 auto. I was trying to bounce it off at 400. I figured that'd be about the right distance, because killing is killing, boy. You can screenshot then share, David says.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and see how I can do that, because I've already went. If I hit mute or video on the iPhone,
I already showed my burn and crash thing. I don't know what else you could show.
That's all good. But anyway, I had a good time.
You got something good. There's something good.
Speaking of which, when I left.
Oh, you're talking about your little short video of all my screw ups? Is that the one you're talking about? So, Ray's like, wait, I got all your screw ups on here.
Hey, what you guys would be proud of, something was trying to get in the chicken hen, and it wasn't a bear or anything like that. But I just took care of business with that. Matter of fact, I used the RPR. Where is it at? It's over there somewhere. I'm not touching it.
Not touching it.
And the carcass is laying up on the hill. Oh, I got to turn my reticle off. Jeez.
The snoring was incredible. Yeah, El Gato Grande, Mr. CPAP. Well, the prone stage, compulsory dot stage. Conservative Sniper wants to know about this prone position. He keeps asking. Did you see
which one are you talking
about? Stage 1, when I was prone on the on that table.
What about
it? He had asked earlier what you thought maybe my problem was of hitting it. I don't know. Just I suck.
Well, I will tell you this, guys. Rick knows how to shoot a rifle. He can group with the scope. There is no doubt about it. But with the dot, I've never seen him print just stack rounds. I just haven't seen you do it. And I don't know. Do you have astigmatism? Do you see that dot clearly or what? Because even when we were shooting and getting these things zeroed that day, they were kind of concerning you on your impacts.
Once I changed to the Daniel defense. My brain is not working. The other ammo. The hell is it called? What's the ammo you shoot for 69 grain? My brain.
Defender.
Yeah. I just can't think right now. The I was shooting inside of that little sticker at 200 yards.
Yeah, 200, but not at like 300. It started going to pot. Remember we backed it on up?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So at 600, it was just basically. I'm a bolt gun guy now.
Yeah, no, guys. If you're shooting 3-gun, you're really not going to have a place to put a bubble level, and it's happening so quick. I'm not going to say you want to game it, because the penalties for the long range miss was 10 seconds. So you can squeeze off 2-3 rounds if you're taking your time with it, getting it lined up. But you really don't want to squeeze off any more than that. At that point, you're just hurting yourself. And yeah, you want to get that hit, but it's better just to go on and take those penalties than to go with war on a target. I always tell people never go to war on a target. That's just the fact of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was a good time.
Did you do a mag change on the bus?
I did.
Okay, so guys, there was no video of this because there was no way to get video, but they had a school bus. Now, when you got onto the school bus, You had to get up into the back of it. You had to run up through the alleyway or through the seats, and then at the back, all the windows were knocked out, and you had 5 paper targets ranging about 120 degrees, okay, in the back of it. So you had to double tap each one of those. So if you start with a 30-round magazine, you're looking at already leaving yourself 20 rounds left, okay? So now you have 20 rounds, and you have 5 targets to engage. That's 4 shots each. You should never. Now I carried a spare in case I had a malfunction or something I couldn't work through, and I needed to chuck that, rip it out, and then go to another mag. And matter of fact, Rick will tell you this: no matter the stage, if I had that platform, even if I only had to shoot 5 rounds out of my pistol, I had a spare mag. Always do that. Always, always, always. I can't stress that enough, because that's going to be when something catastrophic happens, or let's say something inadvertently happens. You drop the mag, it's quicker just to come off your belt than have to reach down, worry about your muzzle, to pick one up off the ground. Now you got dirt or mud or whatever on it because you don't choose the conditions. So always carry more than you need. It's not going to slow you down that much. My point being, there were only 5 targets to engage on the bus stage. I took a 30-round mag, and you tell yourself, once you run out, that's enough. You're done. Whether you made your hits or not, as long as you engaged all of those 5 steals, you're going to hurt yourself if you continue to shoot.
I timed out on that one right at the end. So how I came in, everything, I went slow on the shotgun because I didn't want to pass anything and have to back up. So I just kind of was trying to not elevate my heart rate too much. So then when I got to the long range kind of deal, thinking that would be a good thing, I went 1 for 1, I think, on the first 2 close ones. The 2 yard ones, and then I think like in 2 shots I went from right to left in the rear, and I was doing pretty good. And then that stupid little one, I tried too long on that. I should have moved on. But that was like
that's one of the hardest things that I have seen. Oh yeah, Bad Billy, you better have chamber flags and 3-gun on USPSA. Now 3-gun, nobody cared. Look,
Jeff Shadrick says his kid went to school on that bus. That's pretty cool.
Is the connection pretty decent? Because I do want to cover 1 or 2 things since we're on the chat. Yeah. Because this first USPSA multi-gun event, and I did want to and I'm not going to put it in a video, I did want to kind of give my thoughts on it. Okay, so first and foremost, it was one of the most organized and best run 3-gun events that I've ever attended, and I've attended and shot a lot of them. Okay, this being my first USPSA multi-gun one. Now, I was told by a bunch of the ROs who I know that they had made a determination that this was not going to be a DQ oriented match. Okay, they were going to be, not saying they're lenient on safety, but saying, we're not going to just DQ somebody just because we want to DQ them. You know what I mean? That was the whole thing going into this. Oh, they'll DQ them. We're looking at you wrong. They wanted to get away from that because it was so bad last year. Case in point, and I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. Some of the ROs, okay, so bagging and unbagging is the big thing. You're not allowed to touch a long gun or a pistol unless you're in a safe area with no ammunition, or they deemed some berms safe area. They did allow you to go into a safe area with live ammo so that you could holster your pistol or take your pistol off. So they made some concessions, I guess, from what they did last year, because there were some guys that got DQ'd because they got done. You go back to the cart. You don't want to reset. What you guys didn't see on any of the videos is all the resetting you have to do. I mean, you're just resetting your and carrying a heavy pistol, on your side, just flopping around. Let's say you're the first shooter on the stage. You're going to be there an hour. You want to take it off and put it in your bag. Well, the RO just cleared you because you shot. Well, what happened was the guy unhooked his holster, put it in the bag. They DQ'd him. Not this match, but last year's. Things like that they were more understanding of. So very, very well organized event. No issues there. The timing was good. We got behind a big stage. I have no problem with that. We were a big squad, and we knew we were going to have to wait. Some things that did kind of concern me. I don't remember signing a waiver, there was no shooter's brief. Okay, it was all right, guys. Show up here at 8 o'clock for first shots. 8 o'clock, so you were on your squads, and it was a meet and greet with the RO. That was basically the stage description and go shoot. Now I like that, but let's say Rick or myself, let's say I'd never ever shot a match before. There was nothing really there other than the fact that maybe they sent you something in an email, which I don't remember seeing anything that they're treating you as an adult and you go out and read. So will I do another one? If it's like this one, I probably will. That's if I kind of stay with 3-gun. Like I said, my biggest thing was I don't mind shooting one here and there, but when I won that national title in 2018, when I shot, that was kind of it. That was my bucket list. I mean, I'll still shoot 3-gun. I have fun with it, but I'm not going to be dedicated to it. I've had my fun with it. And I'll go with these guys if they do something I want to go, but I'm not going to train or dedicate time to it. I'd rather do that with long range, and I think Rick would as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying long range. I do enjoy the 3-gun thing. It's just we've been training for 3-4 months now on bolt gun stuff, and then all of a sudden I get 3 different objects that I got to figure out how to run. It was kind of like, what the hell am I doing? But yeah, so it was good times. Kathleen, what's up? Yeah, Bill Shadrick was out there. He was one of the ROs out there. I think he was on stage 1, you said? Did you say stage 1? What stage was he on? I thought he commented on one of your videos. I guess he did.
There's everybody is, and I appreciate the ROs because I know how hard it is. I've set up matches, I've run matches, I've RO'd matches, and it's a thankless job. It really is, and it's not even worth the match fee. It really isn't. You have to love the sport and be trying to give back to the sport. So big kudos to those that have done it. However, there are ROs that you prefer over others sometimes. I will tell you, you've got your old codgers that have every single thing in the world to say, to point out to you this, that, and the other. Not to me, but I just kind of noticed it with other people. And then you've got some of the coolest ROs there are out there, and it's kind of weird just because, you come off one stage with these ROs, they're just cool as crap. And then you go to the next stage, it's like the next bay over, and it's like, holy crap, these guys. You know what I'm talking about, Rick.
You get a sourpuss in the bunch.
Yeah, it's like, dang, they really don't want to be there.
Well, the best one. So there was a few that were freaking awesome. Besides, like Dick, he was awesome, but that was because we knew him. And then, but remember the guy? He's coming in. He's got his backpack on. He's playing the music, and it's like whatever that song was. And it was like, man, he was just having a damn good time. I thought that was kind of. That was the first morning, first stage of the second day. I was like, this guy's here to have some fun. That's cool.
That's it. That's what it's all about in the first place,
Yeah, I can't remember what song it was. It was like, but it was like an upbeat. It was freaking funny. I'll admit there are some dick ROs out there. I like to be personal.
Yes, there are.
Man, I wish
the ones that I hate is you'll get a new shooter, okay, and so guys, when you're given the make ready command, okay, when you're there and they're saying, who's my next shooter? And you come up, and you've got all your guns in your hand, and, you're sitting there and he says, make ready. That covers all the guns, okay? That covers everything. But if you get someone that's new or that hasn't done it a lot, what they'll do is they'll make their shotgun ready, and then they'll go over to the rifle, and they'll look at the RO to make sure they're not doing anything wrong. They're trying to be cautious.
That was me.
And then okay, Rick actually did that one time. And look,
no,
I get it.
More than once.
Okay, so the RO, I wasn't there for all of them. I tried to record them the best I could, but the RO doesn't need to be a dick about it, okay? And you have those ones that say, when I tell you to make ready, you can make everything ready. Well, then you have these other ROs that are like, don't touch that firearm until I get there. So it's just like, come on, like, there's no continuity.
Is Heckle here?
Make sure you're doing the right thing,
Is Heckle or Jekyll on this one? Yeah.
That's exactly right. It's all about fun.
The biggest thing for me was do not get disqualified. So I'm like, okay, make ready. Okay. And then I'd be like, okay. And then I'd do the exact same thing. And I'd kind of give them the look like, we're still good, right? Like, just to make sure. Like, no, you touched that gun. I wasn't ready. Oh, shit. But it was a good time. It was a lot of fun. I wish Bill would have, I don't know if he just found out about the channel or Can't remember, but
Okay, so
say hi to him.
like I said, guys, and maybe Bill can answer this. This would be a great question. So I've been to events where as long as you controlled the muzzle and the firearm and kept it in the 180 where it was safe, that you were good. And then some other events, because I do a bunch of other events, it was you can fall any way you want, but if that firearm touches the ground, then you're DQ'd. So the biggest thing was never let that gun touch the ground. When you hit the dirt, I thought you were DQ'd. I really did. When
I
that
did too. I was waiting for him to grab my
dirt,
shoulder. I was waiting for this. Okay, like grab your shoulder, like, okay, we're done.
they're like,
and I'm like, waiting.
Fire, unload and show clear. That's what they'll say. Cease fire, unload and show clear.
I'm like, fire, I'm going rolling. I'll kick the barrel, knock some dirt out of the thing, and rock on.
Yeah, I mean, that thing had grass hanging out of the muzzle brake. And I was like, are they going to
Not after I kicked it. Not after I kicked it and the first shot went through.
Yeah, exactly.
Did we see any shooters get disqualified? I didn't see any shooters, but I know 12 of them did get disqualified.
Oh, +5. Yeah, you're talking about the RO with the red shirt and everybody that he started. Guys, if you didn't see the video, what he does is he goes, stand by, deep, and he would do that. Do you remember that, Rick?
No.
Yeah, +5 was talking. It's like the guy was doing some kind of Jedi mind trick, and he's the guy that ran backwards.
Oh, on that stage.
Circles with the shotgun and then.
Yeah, that's right.
Backwards, everything like it was sped up with that. I mean, because it's crazy.
I don't know. I had too much shit to worry about besides some guy behind me hitting the damn buzzer. I had enough things running through my head, like, okay, I need to watch.
No. I never saw that until I reviewed the video.
Oh,
and I was like, what the crap's up with that guy?
Bill says if you have control, the gun can hit the ground. You can even lay it down. Stay within 3 feet of it. See, that's all I was doing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, that's right. All right. So, yeah, see, I forgot this, guys. In USPSA multi-gun, you can lay a gun down. You can lay like a rifle on the ground. You just can't get within 3 feet. You can't go further than like 3 feet away from it. I have never heard of that before. And so that was a new thing for me. So yeah, that's
my dump barrel. I just stick it in the ground. It sticks there. And when I'm ready to get up again, and away you go. You know what I mean? That's smart.
Hey, did the line guy show you where he laid one on the barrel and went to shooting and then picks it up off the barrel? Didn't put it in it, but he just laid it. He
showed me that video. Yeah.
Yeah.
He showed me that.
Hey, you know what? It's faster than grounding it.
That was Luke, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I learned a lot that day. I learned that not having cold sweet tea is not as fun as having warm tea. No. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of cool stuff. I learned that if you're really going to and I'm not trying to be like any good at this sport at all, just to have fun, but you really got to practice more. And, usually when you go into a normal 3-gun event, you're thinking, okay, as long as I do 50%, that's probably what I want to hit. But when all these guys are so much, I don't know if you call them, they're all top level shooters. So it's like trying to get 50% is really like on a normal match, trying to get like 80, 90%. So.
Yeah, it does make it tough. It really does. There weren't a lot of pistol steals. I was really surprised. I was thinking because this is a USPSA sanctioned event that there would be a whole lot more pistol. And I actually found just the opposite. I mean, it was actually nice because it was a good mix of all 3 platforms. Oh, and then the other thing is, I've never done this before. Rifle targets, the paper, are different than pistol targets. Okay? I've never dealt with that before. And, yeah, I was like, well, that takes a lot of options away, which that's good. It gets you thinking a little bit more until they bag it. And then now you can't see the shape. You had to have memorized, was the IPSC on top or was on the bottom,
Yeah.
Fortunately, they only bagged for a little bit. And we only had to shoot it was one stage. A storm was starting to come up and it started to drizzle just a little bit. And they made the decision to bag the targets. And we had to score them, which that's no big deal, scoring them. And fortunately, we were on a stage that it was all pistol. But had that been a mix of pistol and a rifle, you'd have been like,
Yeah,
well, you got your top on this one, bottom on this one.
yeah, because there's too much stuff to remember, especially for the small brain of mine. Because that's yeah, because you come around a wall and you're like, okay, I think it's going to be high, and then all of a sudden your rifle targets will be low, or opposite or whatever.
Yeah,
Of what you're thinking. It was cool stages though. I liked the stages. It was fun. Good times.
yeah. I was pleasantly surprised by this match. I will say I had a good time. I didn't enjoy the driving so much. Did you tell them about the 2 hour we were landlocked in the interstate?
No, but please do.
Okay, so last night we get done with the match, and I'm like, man, we need to hit the road. And I said, let's just dig as far as we can until I can't handle anymore, and then we'll just get a hotel. So my goal was to get past Jacksonville so we wouldn't have to deal with any traffic, Monday morning traffic in Jacksonville, Florida. So I keep driving, and we're getting close to Savannah, and I was like, well, man, I don't want to be in Savannah. So we get a hotel 11 something at night. We wake up this morning. We head out. Everything's good. We're about 30 minutes into the ride, and the interstate stops. Well, I pull it up on Google Maps, and it was a 1 hour and 47-minute delay. Nowhere to turn around, nowhere to go, no exit ramps. Even if you took the emergency strip, there was nothing. And we sat there in park, pretty much. I mean, we didn't move. And the thing is, there was nothing. There was nothing. We sat there all that time. We didn't see.
Yeah, I waited to see a couple cop cars with something, neck down into like 2 lanes or 1 lane or something. And all of a sudden, there's nothing. And all of a sudden, all the cars just take off. Like we start going, like really going. I was like, I don't know what it wasn't anything.
I actually threw it in park and used that time to answer comments.
You did, yeah.
I did. I was like, what else am I going to do?
The best part was there was a car. It was a lady in a Ford Ranger, and at this time we were in the far right lane, and this lady decided she thought she was going to be able to go drive on the, emergency lane. Well, there was a big rig that had parked to basically take a nap because he wasn't going anywhere, and she got.
And you know me, you're not getting in at that point.
You're not getting in. You wouldn't even let me say anything to the lady. I wanted to do this, and I wanted to go.
That was a good time.
That's not very nice, lady. We're all waiting. Oh, I love the Elmo thing. It's freaking funny.
Yeah, it is. It's comedic humor. It really is.
You should see how much fun we had. We had Elmo sitting on the dashboard, and then we had Elmo laying on the dashboard, and Ray's playing my snoring noise video with Elmo on. What a way to burn through some time. It was cool. Yeah, Bill Shadrick says weird. Yeah, we are weird sometimes. Ray, were you grumpy in the morning? Yeah, Ray was grumpy in the morning. He was grumpy. He was grumpy when we left. But you got to get him some food, and then he starts.
Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I was not looking forward to this match. I have been so done with 3-Gun, and then just hearing all the horror stories. I just, other than going and hanging out with KB. 32 with John, Rob, and Rick. That was the only reason I was going. Because, the thing is, when you've practiced for something and you're ready, it's one thing. This was one of those, we were shooting long guns up until, Did we dabble with it? Yeah, we dabbled with it just to say, hey, I got my rifle zeroed. We're good to go. I got my shotgun. Yeah, we're good. But there was no practice really involved. And, you're going to get rusty on that kind of stuff. I still had good stage plans.
You did.
I have no regrets. All my stages went pretty well. I had no malfunctions. I wished I would have taken a little bit more time zeroing my rifle for the dot. But for the most part, it was a good match for me. It was clean. I didn't have any train wrecks, so I was good.
Oh, I did. You know what? I don't mind the train wrecks.
But I do.
It's all, yeah, you do. You have expectations, unlike me. But you know what? I wish I would have done better now. But it is what it is. I didn't go there thinking I was going to do anything. I was kind of wanting to shoot a bolt gun there, but didn't work out.
I recorded Rick snoring because it woke me up, and it is hard to wake me up. But I guess he got in, a stage of his REM sleep or whatever. I don't know, but man, he was taking the ceiling off of that hotel, and I was like, "Good gracious,
good God, make me want to jump back."
Conservative Sniper, when's the last time you ran that much? I don't know if he's talking about me or you. It's probably you.
Talking about me. He always busts me up for being out of shape and fat and all that stuff. No, I'm just kidding, Conservative Sniper. Last time I ran like that was, I don't know, probably never. No, it's been a while. Those were fast sprint kind of run stuff. It wasn't like a jog or anything.
Look at Red October's. Oh, we were talking to each other.
Oh, yeah. I'd fart. He'd fart. We were communicating. It was SOS signals.
What language was that? He'd be like, "That's not nice, Mr. Ray," with the Elmo thing.
Yeah, this is 4C iced tea. It's really good, actually. Here's an empty one. I don't know who makes it, but it's damn good. It's just easy because it's portable. So Ray had a bunch. We had waters, right? So Ray had a nice ice chest, and he had his Diet Coke in there and some waters.
I never got thirsty, ever.
Yeah, I would throw waters in there, and then they would get cold, and then I would just pour them in here and turn it into sweet tea. Talking out of your butts, Pontius Pilate says. Yep, that's exactly it. I thought firefighters were in good shape, and no, round doesn't count. And no, round doesn't count.
Okay, so this might be controversial because we have an RO there that was actually at the match.
Was an RO there, yeah.
So someone asked about the prize table. I was told beforehand that the prize table at this event is horrible, okay? Now, we don't go for the prize tables, but at the same time, someone else commented just a little bit earlier, only, we had a good time, we made good memories, but only the wallet is a little lighter. I get it. And the thing is you can have fundraising events that go to a good cause, but there still be a good prize table, okay? Because a lot of companies will donate depending on the cause. I'm not going to name specific matches, but once I saw the prize table, I was like, this isn't even worth staying. Let's just go. Basically, unless you won the match or, top in division, it was just different than what I was used to seeing. I'll say it was a little pathetic prize table. But that's okay. You're not going for the prize table per se, but it is nice that if you have an entry fee that's $200+, most of these events, you're at least walking away with like a $100 grab bag or something. But here's the big thing. You guys talk about memories. Guys are all the same. Been there, done that. Got the what? Got the T-shirt. There weren't even T-shirts for this match.
I wanted to get
Rick
a T-shirt.
Said, I wanted a T-shirt. Forget the prize table, grab bag, or whatever. It's the memory of that match with that date on it and everything else.
Yeah, I would have bought the T-shirt. Obviously, or whatever. But I would have liked the T-shirt. Whether they gave it to me because I entered the event or I bought one, I wouldn't have given a shit. It would be nice to have a T-shirt.
Somebody says, what do the pros on TV make during competition? Those days are gone, and I'll tell you this. Let me go ahead and dispel this whole myth. There are only a handful, and I mean a handful. When I say handful, you could probably count them on one hand, of pro shooters that make a living at it that do not have a second job. Okay. Now you can pretty much take that to the bank. Now we're talking about guys like your Jerry Michelicks, okay? But I mean, you can't compare him to anyone else because he's got so many national, titles and world records and everything else. But even your top tier shooters that have full sponsorship, they will get gear, they will get ammunition. Some of them will get monetary compensation. There's one team that I had talked to that basically gave you $1,500 a month, but that included all your trip, your airfare, your entry fees, and you had to commit however many you were going to do. This is back when I was shooting sponsored, and you're having to play that game. Okay, you really are. You're having to be at this match, be at this match, be at this match. They're going to look at the finishes and everything else, but you have to be an ambassador for that company. You really do. But someone asking about making the money, it's not what you think it is. It really isn't. That's the other side of that sport.
Yeah, you're either instructing and teaching people off your name and how badass you are as a shooter, probably. And
yeah, like I said, Michelik's in a world of his own. Like I said, he's done so much you can't even include him into that.
Yeah, I actually got to shake his hand yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Jerry's a good guy.
Skullcake says, "Damn, Rick, you kind of embarrassed me at the shooting meet." Why is that? Just the fame and glory, huh? Yeah, sounds like. What's up, Red October? Yeah, I could see him putting on some cool little. Well, it's not a class. It's called a. Classworks, I guess. There's another name for it.
Yeah, where you're going to get your money if you're a pro level shooter is going to be, and I hate to say this because I'm doing the same thing, because I'll teach long range classes. There's a need for it, but if you're someone like Rakaza or somebody like that, you're going to be able to make. I mean, some of those are $2,000 a seat. That's where you're going to make your money. But it's not all. It's not all what everybody makes it out to be. I know somebody at the match was sitting there doing the math on it. And they were like, "Hey, they're getting $225 a head. There's 160 shooters. That's $60,000." Well, guys, by the time you figure in the ROs that were comped their fees, many times the ROs are also given free hotel, which you're paying that hotel bill, but you're also paying for the rental of that range. And those can get very expensive, especially multi-day events. You're talking over $10,000 at a lot of places. So that's going to come off the top. Plus, you've got days in for setup, okay? If you're having to, like with Three Gun Nation, way back in the day when they were in operation, you're paying for full-time setup guy. You're paying for a vehicle, a dually with a steel trailer. There's not a ton of money in that on the backside of it. Yeah, you're going to make some money off of it for the next one, but it's not big money like you think it would be. You're like, man, somebody's getting rich off this. That's not the case.
Yeah, they're asking. The grass was wet, all sorts of things. No, I was running past my skill level. My talent tank ran out, and I crashed and burned. I don't think it was the grass wasn't that wet where I slipped or whatever the hell I did, but I could have either slowed down, wore cleats, or been better at it, basically. So what changed the competition game?
And I was actually going to answer that. And what I will tell you is back in the day, I mean, even back when Sam and I were running our own range and running Three Gun Nation sanctioned events, because we were part of that, this was at a time where the growth was just happening. And, if they put on a nationals event, it would sell out in minutes. Okay. And some of these PRS matches are like that right now. So, like, if you wanted to do the gap grind, if you didn't sign up within an hour on practice score, done. You're waitlisted. That's the way it used to be. Well, all these manufacturers of ARs, the business was good. You could reach out to them. You could say, hey, man, we're doing an event. We're going to have this many people. Is there anything you want to donate to the prize table? We'll give you a banner, blah, blah, blah. You can sponsor this stage. And they would throw it in. Now, it's, as match director and range owner and all that, it's our responsibility to make sure that we get a photo with that person when they win it. We put it on their Instagram, Facebook, blah, 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 because they have to have a return on that investment. What happened was the whole market kind of just dropped out of it. All these gun companies were struggling to sell product. There was that time recently, and it wasn't doing them any good. And they were getting hit up by all of these venues all over the United States now. Now it just got huge. So now they're having to field a phone call every other day. Hey, you want to donate to this event? You want to? Oh, we got this gun. We got in Texas. We got this one in New Mexico, and it just got thin. So that kind of changed these huge prize tables, guys. I kid you not. I remember going to events, 3-gun events, where we had $250,000 to $300,000 prize tables. So let's say I shot a match. I was a new shooter. It was the first time ever, and I finished dead last. I would still leave with a couple $100 worth of prizes in my bag. You know, whether they were 10 Magpul mags, T-shirt, koozies, you got something for that return. So it's like, man, I paid $300 to shoot this match, but you know what? I left with $200. I finished dead last. Whereas on the tables, I mean, some of these, there were 30 and 40 guns and rifles on the table. I mean, you just think, you know, if Armalite sponsored it, you'd have 10 full-on race ready to go Armalites on the table. But the problem is the competitors, they're good at what they compete with. They're not going to take their favorite gun that they just won this match with, took it off the prize table, and yes, I've done it. I'm guilty of it. You take the most expensive thing so you can flip it and sell it. Okay? I've seen it time and time and time again. It gets so bad that you'll walk a prize table when you're looking at $2,000 and $3,000 prizes. You're like, hey, do you want to buy this Armalite where you have Daniel Defense? I'll take the Daniel Defense. How much you give me? $1,500. All right. Well, I'm going to take it off the prize table. All right. Good to go. And that's the way it was. So that's how you make your money on the back end of it. When you're competing at that level. It's sad to say it, but that's the way it goes.
They had a question. I don't remember who asked it. I apologize, but they're wondering if I was going to do any PRS matches, and I told them yes. And then they asked, "Is Ray going to be doing some with you?" And I said, and I couldn't answer that. So I don't know. Oh, right here, Chris Smith.
PRS probably not. Okay, I might attend with Rick and the guys if they end up going, but like I said, I'm more into the team sniper ruck matches. You know, there's no movement with PRS. You might move 5 feet. You know, I asked about Gap Grind, and that's supposed to be a superb event. And I was told, yeah, you'll move 5 feet. That's it. I like movement. I like to stay mobile.
Well, do that while you're waiting.
What, run circles? No,
yeah,
I need to do it while I'm shooting. Look, there's a physical aspect of it too. You know, I look at it as it's training. You know, geez, you know, you know me better than about anyone, other than maybe Sam. But dude, I'm like a shark. If I quit moving, I'm gonna die. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
KB coined that with me, and I don't sit still.
Jackson had asked a long time ago if driving 2 hours was worth 1,000 to get to 1,000-yard range. I would say yeah. If you don't normally shoot 1,000 yards, it's only 2 damn hours.
Yeah, if you don't normally shoot it, yeah, it's definitely worth it. There was one I wanted to hold on. Okay, so +5 says, what does it take to make your own shooting organization with the rules you prefer and get a lot of shooters? Is it possible? Yes, it is. It is possible. You know, because you have, well, let's say UML now, which that was kind of a break off. They do their own targets, everything else. But I think, and I called this about 2 years ago, 3-gun is dying. Okay, it is dying a slow death. People are into long range. They're wanting to get into it. That's where all the manufacturers started putting all their energy, focusing their energy was long range. I mean, come on, when you get Daniel Defense, come on, you know, they made their name on an AR. That's where the market is. People are intrigued by it, and it's easier now than it's ever been, and it's cheaper now than it's ever been. So does that mean it's completely dead? No, but it is on the decline. Huge, okay? So you can do an outlaw match. Let's say you've got 80 acres. Okay, that's actually a small facility, but when Sam and I had our facility, it was 80 acres. And we did what we called outlaw matches. Okay. You come up with your rules, your penalties, and I designed them to be very, very difficult and very challenging. It was almost like a run and gun, 3-gun. They did some, it wasn't though. You didn't cover big miles, but a typical stage. And I remember there was one stage that I had set up at a match, and a guy was like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, fine, it's in the stage description. You don't have to do that. You'll just incur a 30-second penalty for the stage if you don't do it. And basically, it was 2 sealed 5-gallon water jugs, and you had to carry them with you through the course of fire. You had to be able to touch them at all times. So when the buzzer started, you had to waddle about 20 yards, set them down, and you went to your weapon of choice. It was either a shotgun that was staged there or a rifle or whatever you chose, because I didn't want you having to carry a bunch of weapons while you were doing this. And you basically had to get yourself and all these water jugs over the stages. I had really long stages, like 240-second timeouts. So you got to do what you went there to do, and that is shoot a lot, okay? You shot – I've always been a stickler. 3-gun is how many guns, Rick?
1.
It's 3. You shoot all 3 platforms on all 3 stages. We didn't do some silly jungle run where you shot 50 shotgun shells, It was every stage had 3 guns. You shot to your strengths. Misses were huge, and pistol targets were far.
Yeah. Well, I've
loved it.
A lot of the events that you've set up, and yours are a lot tougher than the normal ones, which is nice.
Yeah.
It pushes the limitations of distance and accuracy, which is cool for someone that needs to practice more of that, so they know ahead of time, like, hey, Ray's thing is going to be longer steel and it's going to be smaller steel, so be accurate and be ready.
Now that big 3-gun that I put on, I did the furthest range I had you guys shoot to was like 425 yards, and the targets were actually large. They were very large, but there were a lot of them.
Yeah. No, they were half IDPAs. What was the ones in the lake? Huh?
They were only out to 400. We proved that with a dot.
Yeah. I was just trying to remember the size of those. Weren't they like half IDPA targets or quarter?
Yeah, but on the furthest one, I did have a full size. All the way at the end. Conservative Sniper says, if you were asked to set up a match, what type of match would it be? At this point in time, if somebody said, look, Ray, you have to put on a match next month, what's it going to be? I would put on a team sniper match. That's what I would put on. Yeah. That is going to be the least amount of work with the most amount of return with the most amount of people. 3-gun matches. Okay, there's a limit to how much someone's going to pay for a 3-gun match, and you can't be unrealistic about it. And people are willing to pay good money to shoot a really good long-range match. I like the team format because I like to hear the communication between the partners, because you get some guys, you get 2 great shooters that know how to communicate, some of the wheels fall off. Okay, so it's somebody you're probably going to have some type of a dialogue with. I'm telling you, it's the best way to go right now, this day and age. Put on a team sniper match or an individual sniper match or a modified PRS match, something like that. And they're really simple. As long as you have the steels, make sure you use magneto speeds.
Yeah, for sure. Elster, the hardest thing was, for your question that I have up here, as a new competition shooter, what did you find to be the most difficult part? The most difficult part was trying to choreograph your stage. Even if you knew what you were going to do, like running through it was a pain, but the hardest part was figuring out what the heck you were going to do. And luckily for Ray and Rob and John, we got to bounce some stuff off of Ray and Rob to come up with an idea. That helped me a lot. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh, PCC is absolutely booming. Huge. There's a big PCC event going on this week. I know a lot of people stayed around, or few people stayed around from nationals to be able to shoot that PCC.
The next weekend, right?
Yeah, and I know Sexton and a couple other guys were doing that, but yeah, that is absolutely huge. Just one platform. The thing is I'm not a USPSA guy. I don't like a one platform system. Um, I like the variety. I really
You
do.
get bored. I
I get bored. Hey
want to
man,
shoot lots of stuff. Me
with a
too,
lot of
Miss
different
Ray.
platforms.
Don't forget me, Ray. Oh, Bill Shattuck shooting that PCC match. That'll be cool. Oh man, it would be a fun course though with the PCC for sure.
Yeah, and I'm going
Especially,
to agree with Bill. The pistol shooting was really weak at this match. Um, I, I was actually expecting a lot harder pistol shots, because it's USPSA, and I was like, "What the crap," you know? Or maybe I've just been jaded a little bit because all these team sniper matches and sniper matches, it's usually a long gun and a pistol, and the pistol targets are always 40 and 50 or 100 yards, and so it's like, man, all this other stuff. I mean,
I
it's
see. Yeah, yeah, you're all close to just 15-yard steel
yeah,
target.
shooting on paper, going, so
How about that?
that's
Especially,
it.
especially if you can engage the turtle and the normal USPSA targets
Yeah.
with the same. You could
But
host.
like I said, nothing bad to say. Yeah, I think that the the, the voted in president of USPSA is Mike Foley. I actually talked to Mike for about 10 minutes. I know Mike. I've shot with Mike. Super super good guy. I get along with him great. I know he used to be with Shooters Connection way back in the day, but I told him it was a good event. I was happy with it, and we had a lot of catching up to do.
That's cool. Yeah, Eagle Eye says it'd be cool to do
What's
it.
up, Ken? I didn't even know you were in here, sir.
Kenny's out there. Is there Kenny buddy? Is there Kenny buddy out there?
Oh, jeez.
All right. Well, I'm done. My brain's fried. I'm ready for bed. We got Bill G and Levi Cummings are the big winners of the Microtech. That's pretty damn awesome, man.
Yeah, congratulations to those guys.
We can go on a little bit longer. My brain ain't working anymore.
No, dude, your brain wasn't working in the car. You had a headache. You're like, man, you got a headache medicine?
Medicine.
Let's see how. Let's see what. No, it's this way. Hold on. Yeah, that boy over there is whooped.
Yep.
Yeah, we were outside. We were outside at the hotel. He's like, "Are you gonna stay out here?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stay out here." He's like, "I'm going to bed."
I'm going to bed. Oh, it was a fun weekend, man. Bill, thanks for RO in that match and all your
Yeah,
guys.
absolutely. Thank you for doing that.
Gagabyte says Rick's ending his live stream. Did I hear that right? All right, everybody. You guys have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you soon and stay safe out there. And other than that, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, stick a fork in him. He's done.
I'm done.
Thanks for joining. We'll holler at you later on. Have
Take
a good
care.
evening.
BBH, what's up, buddy? All right. Night, everybody.
See ya.